A federal judge just ruled that Houston's minority business program is unconstitutional. I want to ask why nobody in coverage is really asking this directly. Who brought the case? What did they really want? Does the legal argument hold up when you look at it honestly? Or is the law being used as a wrapper around something else? Let me be clear before I give you my take. A white-owned construction firm sued the city of Houston. They're arguing that race-conscious contracting preferences violated the Equal Protection Clause. The judge applied strict scrutiny to that, the highest legal standard, really. He found that Houston's disparity study wasn't specific enough to pass the bar. The court didn't really rule that discrimination does not exist. It ruled that Houston didn't really prove that to the court's satisfaction. That distinction matters quite a bit. Now, let's talk about who really brought this case. This was a construction company that wanted city contracts, of course. Believed that the Minority Women and Small Business Enterprise Program and Midtown's Minority Woman and Disadvantaged Business Enterprise Policy Program was not getting them the contracts that they wanted. You have a right to challenge a program you believe treats you unequally. That's how the system is supposed to work. My honest question is this: was it the actual barrier, the minority business program? Or is it just that Houston construction contracting is competitive? Because those are two different complaints wearing the same kind of clothes. Here's the thing about strict scrutiny, that's what people are really missing. It's not designed to ask whether discrimination exists. It asks whether the government's remedy is narrowly tailored enough. A city could have ironclad evidence systematic discrimination exists and still lose on procedural grounds if the disparity study isn't granular enough. That's what really happened here. When someone asks, the ruling proves the program unfair, no, we can pause on that. The judge said the city's paperwork did not clear the bar. That's what happened. Not that the program was wrong, not that discrimination wasn't real. Those aren't the same thing. Here's the question I will not let myself skip past. The legal challenges to minority business program have been multiplying across the country. Same legal theory, same plaintiff profiles, similar outcomes. This isn't just happening in Houston. Is this genuine legal equal protection type of movement, or is this some type of coordinated strategy using the Equal Protection Clause to dismantle programs that were built to specifically because that these programs were not equitable to the outcomes on their own? I'm not assigning blame or intent everywhere. That's not necessary. I'm saying that the pattern deserves a direct question, because individual rights arguments can be structurally made to protect structural disadvantages or structural advantages. The second tier consequence worth naming out loud. Now that's the practical part, because I'm not here to debate the theory. If the minority business owner in Houston right now, if you're here, the informal networks that are out there, the direct relationships, the networking events, I've been there, the city council relationships matter more today than they did last week. Document your bid history, your revenue, where you lost your contracts and who, with whom, where you won your contracts. If the city rebuilds this program, which they should, I hope they do, they will need evidence. They will need the proof. They will need something to back it up. The ruling did not say whether we were being discriminated against. That wasn't the argument it was making. It said that the city didn't prove it well enough. We got to help them prove it better. The legal outcome is real. Legal outcomes do not answer human questions. The human question underneath this case is, one, the city and the country has been avoiding for quite a while. Drop a comment. I want to hear from business owners who have actually worked inside these programs, especially here in Houston. If you want to go deeper on how this policy and market disruption are reshaping who gets access to these types of opportunities, come find me and we can talk about it.